We'll call the meeting to order and begin with the pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't have anything to add to the agenda, so I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public input. Has anybody got anything to talk about or say that is not on the agenda? If not, we'll go to new business. The first thing on the new business is number 1, Legion lease, and it's found on pages 1 through 3. Does everybody knows, I'll let you,
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted me to talk or if you were just gonna go through there, so.
yeah, just,
Okay, quickly, what you have in front of you is a lease that we went through, met with the committee, came to an agreement on with the committee. The original lease for this property was done in 1974. It was a 25-year lease, expired in 1999. And since that time, the city has been, and the Legion have both been doing business without any lease or protections there for either party. So I really do appreciate you guys taking time to go through this lease and work with us on that to get this thing in shape so we can have a document for 99 years to go forward here so that we're both protected, both entities are protected down the road. Other than that, once it's approved, I do have one other thing for it, so if you, I guess I'd ask for approval from the council and for your signature on it, Mr. Mayor.
I'll make a motion that we sign the lease for the Legion.
I'll second that.
do we have, okay, we got a motion and a second to sign the lease this evening at this meeting. Is there any discussion?
I would like to know what the value is for 2022, because it's 5,000 for a year. Are we gonna do 5,000 for 2022? Are we gonna do 7 months, like June to December? What do we wanna do for 2022, so we have that?
To me, that was not to exceed 5,000, it was the cost of utilities. If we wanna prorate that for the current month's bill and through the end of December, we could prorate it at that many months or whatever to set the cap on there. But to me, we were just looking for reimbursement up to $5,000 per annum, so either way would be fine with me. I don't envision us going over unless something drastic happens out there. Right now, none of the coolers are working, so we're not taking any electricity for running coolers at this point, so.
Okay, how do we wanna do this now? Do we wanna sign the lease and then make a move to prorate it?
Whatever you, yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to sign this lease at this meeting. Is there any more discussion? If not, we'll vote by roll call. And I'm gonna start with Alderwoman Hargens,
Aye.
Alderwoman Lechty,
Aye.
Alderman Wentz,
Aye.
Alderman Schwartz,
Aye.
Alderman Zeller,
Aye.
Alderman Odegaard.
Aye.
Hearing 6 ayes and no nays, the motion carries by unanimous ballot. Motion carried.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Now, you want a motion for the
However, we're gonna pay 2022, if you're gonna do the whole 5,000, or if you're gonna prorate like 7 months would be 2750 probably, or what would that be?
Well, we're really not looking for anything to go back, we're just looking,
For today going forward, right, so,
we should not exceed, there's no way we're gonna exceed $5,000.
No. I don't know what the current one's billing is, but if it stayed in, relative to what the previous ones that I've looked at the utility costs for, I don't think we'll hit 5,000 unless there's additional surcharges, so, in any given year.
it looks like the last 12 months from now back was 3,999.
Yep.
So,
You're averaging about $344 a month
Okay.
right now.
I know historically, August and September have been a couple of our bigger months for utility consumption there. Some of that's due to different events that we've had scheduled during that time frame, but I still don't look at it going super high on there based on what we currently have planned at the Legion.
well, 7 months would be $2,916, $2,917. If you wanted to prorate that way, from June 1st.
You guys be good with that?
Kevin?
At this rate, you won't use that either, probably.
I don't see, I mean, I know we're gonna have an,
To be perfectly honest with you, we don't want any additional expenses this year because we've got some things, obviously we're saving money. We're not saving any money right now, but as we start to raise money, we do have some other things we need to pay off. So, you can take that for however you want. We just want the agreement in place, however you
Yep.
guys decide that needs to be, we're good with that.
If you guys wanna do 5,000, we just need to know for records and for what we're gonna put in the system, however we're gonna put that in the
Just take
system.
the average 5,000 divided by 12 and then just give us that amount for each month going forward.
that was 2,900, I believe you said.
Yeah, 2,900 would be for the next 7 months.
I guess I would make that motion if these guys are good with that.
I'll second it.
Okay, what have we got for a motion?
To give a credit $2,917 for the remainder of 2022. Does that work?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to credit 2,900 and what was the rest of it?
$17.
And $17 for the remainder of this year, 2022. And then it'll be $5,000 a year, right?
Yes,
Max, yes.
up to,
Per year. Okay. Do we have a second?
yep.
Yes. Okay, is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, thank you, and council,
Okay, I
thank you.
want to thank you guys too. You guys deserve a little thought too, praise for what you've done. 'Cause this has been a long time brewing.
Yes, sir. We're hoping to start our fundraising activities this summer here, and hopefully we can get started on remodel and finishing out that shell of a building out there and taking care of some of the other things that need improvements out there starting this summer here. Depending on how much time and how fast we can get some funds raised for that, so,
Well, I think we've made a big start with the ball program already.
yes. Looks pretty nice out there. I like that. With this new lease on the bottom of page 2, it is further agreed by the parties that hereinto that the lessees shall use these premises exclusively for recreational. Nope, excuse me, was that it? Nope, one above that. The lessors reserve the right to hold special functions on the grounds leased to the lessee with adequate prior notice, 2 weeks. Right now, we're currently planning on having some activities and selling alcohol out there on the grounds, not inside the buildings. So over the 4th of July, or beyond the 2nd, I believe they have a four-wheeler rodeo or something like that going on, so we're looking at doing that there. I just wanted to provide notice, adequate notice to the council and to you, Mr. Mayor, on this prior to that event. Any other events that come up like that, we'll either provide that in writing to the council or ask to get on for, on the agenda to give you that. I'm not sure which way you'd prefer that for this, as far as this lease agreement goes, because we want to make sure we stay in compliance with that.
Is that something you should bring up with the county too? Because you're not in the city limits?
Well, we don't have an agreement with the county.
Okay.
And we do have a liquor license for the property, so,
Yeah.
For the entire property.
for the entire property.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, in the past, it's never been an issue, but now that we have a lease agreement with you, we've told you in this lease agreement that we'll provide you notice. With that, we just wanna make sure that if we're gonna be any improvements done or any changes out there at the ball field, that we're, granted the same courtesy on that.
Okay.
I think just send an email to Shayla with those notices would probably.
Cover that for any future events.
instead
That'll be a lot easier than getting to the meetings, and putting it out there, so. I know you guys got plenty of business to take care of here, and it's more of just a notification, just so you understand what's going on there, so. And we are still working on trying to get those bleachers removed. I'd like to give you a date when they're gonna be out of there. I don't have that established yet, but we're working on getting that accomplished, so. I think that was one of the other contingencies on here, so.
If they might just push those trees down, if you would come about.
The ones along the road there, those dead trees.
Okay. You already did push them down?
No, I'll get Nathan to bring it back. I'm sure there's not much to push them down. They've been dead for a while.
Okay.
Anything further from me, or?
Anybody got any comments or questions? If
Thank
not,
you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mike.
Thank you.
And then can I get a copy of that for the fully executed agreement?
Do you want me to email it to you?
You can do that. I got a meeting tomorrow, so if you just email it to me.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know which address you have. My US Army one's gonna be no longer valid after Friday, so.
Okay.
so-
I'll call you if that's what I have.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
guys.
Okay, we'll go on to number 2 in new business, and it's building permit for Kurt Telkamp, apartments, office and storage. Has everybody looked at this?
Yep.
It's just a continuation of the original one from 5 years ago, so he's the one who made
I think it's all been signed off on, we got the money for it, so the paperwork's all in order. I'd entertain a motion to approve, but
I so move.
is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve Kurt Telkamp building permit. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Now, Sheila? You wanna go into this here
Yep.
and then
And then-
finish here, right?
Yeah, go in and then come out and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, the next thing we're gonna go in is, executive session for personnel pursuant to South Dakota Codified Law 1-25-2, parent 1. Do we have a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried, and we'll go into executive session at 7:15.
Let me get this, there's a little.
That's all we got to talk about tonight.